It's the league leader's shield that is up for grabs. And Leon Price is underneath the Leeds kickoff. And St Helens will have use of the ball first in this second half.
Oh, Kylie, wait, go.
Here's Graham, outstanding first 40 minutes. He took a breather of about 5 or 10 minutes on the bench, but came back to importantly charge down the Kevin Sinfield attempted drop goal. He's a man mountain for St Helens, he really is. Roby gives it to Graham. Graham, ooh, a little thought for a moment about the offload. Thought better of it. Roby again, here's Leon Price. Price is hounded to the ground right on the halfway line. That's the last one. Here's the kick from Long. Webb's after this.
Send this side.
Donald is there in support. The chase is good.
Yeah, they got there in numbers, and that's obviously going to be the tactics by the coach, Big Potter. Try to turn them around. It was most of the time in that first half, the Rhinos really just had the one-upmanship in regards to the kick and chase game, and Mick Potter is fully aware that they've got to get a good field position. They've got the power, they've got the skill there.
They bring a pretty good record on the road to Headingley tonight. They've only lost twice away from home this year at Salford and Hull Kingston Rovers. They also knocked Leeds out of the Cup here on the 5th of April, and they've won 3 of the last 4 visits at Headingley. But Leeds want to try and put the record straight tonight if they can.
Pretty good tactics by the Rhinos yet again. They're pretty quick getting the ball out wide. This is a high one. Oh, the wind's got it.
Oh, it's a terrible bounce for Helens, and that's knocked on by Nelly.
Well, it's a swirling wind here. The Headingley Carnegie Stadium, and I must say, they were all at sea on this. Got a shocking bounce. Paul Wellens really couldn't do anything about that. Melly couldn't handle it. This will be more pressure. Now will Leeds pull a blindside move from the scrum base.
Sinfield with a long looping pass to Brent Webb, who finds Maguire, who gives it short to Senior. Senior offloads and finds Maguire. Maguire does the same. Oh, Lauatiti fiddled with it to knock on. I think it's one each way, and it's going to be first one against Lauatiti.
Well, Lauatiti gets it, and that's the knock on. It certainly touched Flannery, and as soon as it touches Flannery, that is deemed to be, here it is, that's it, that's sufficient. That's the reason why Leeds did not get head and feet.
Familiar territory for St Helens, by the way. This is the 5th time in a row that they have trailed at half-time in a match. 16-6 at the DW Stadium for Wigan against Hull. 12-6 here at Headingley for Leeds against St Helens. St Helens in possession with Roby.
Well, Gilmore got off after playing the football, had a look at the official Phil Bentham and says, hey, I got a real bash in the mush there. Danny Maguire launched the left arm. Wasn't a clenched fish, but it certainly made its mark.
Price is wrestled to the ground on the last, just inside Leeds territory. Back again to Long, and the kick angled towards the corner. This time it bounces handily for Webb. Wellens and company, Gilmore.
Well, that rather surprised me that they went into the corner, kept the ball low, when they've just witnessed down the other end of the field that this swirling wind is creating all sorts of trouble for the 2 wingers and the full back. Saints really got to get him some height.
I think it might blow back over their head the way the wind's swirling there, though, Steve-O. They're punching it into the corner. They're looking to improve their kicking game. They didn't get much territory from their kicking game. I'm sure Mick Potter would have had a chat to him about that and just get some consistency going in this early part of the second half.
Lauatiti, oh, brilliantly gets the ball away to Rob Burrow. Burrow then offloads it to Bailey. Bailey taking on James Graham and James Roby. Last one on halfway. Leeds. Kick here from Sinfield. Up it goes again. This could bounce anywhere. Price is in the full-back job. Price gets as far as Jamie Jones and 2 others. Maguire was 1.
Hold, Leeds, hold. Wait, go.
And Matt Diskin was the other. Here is Francis Melly.
Second. Move.
5 minutes of the second half gone.
Right back. Go.
2 grand final wins to Leeds, the last 2 against St Helens. 33-6 in 2007, 24-16 last year.
Go.
Come into this with a run of 9 wins from the last 10 behind them to the Rhinos.
Move.
Looks as though it's going to be very difficult for Saints to get anywhere near to the halfway line. Just a messing around there. That's good refereeing.
You're making it worse, James.
Just got locked through. Nearly got through it into half-back. Had a couple of attempts, half attempts to get through. Hasn't made it as yet.
Last one here for St Helens. That's off the back. Oh, it's off the back of Bailey. He's ruled that as a charge down. The St Helens player is quick to tell Kyle Eastman that he has wiped the tackle count down.
Yeah, he raised the arms and the referee has got it absolutely right yet again. Having a big game is Bentham.
Here's Roby, good scampering run from dummy half Roby. The markers just went to sleep for a moment. By shot, he's got the penalty.
But that's better there by Roby. That's the style of play that we've come to recognise by the St Helens side. He was taking a quick tap.
Graham on the first drive. They're 9 metres away from the line, St Helens. This is Roby. Back it comes to Long. Showed it to Eastman and kept hold of it himself. Took the tackle. Roby waits. Clough is on his shoulder. Here is Paul Clough. Leeds big in defence with Luluai and Bailey. Roby. Eastman, they go wide to Price and further wide to Gardner. Gardner brushes away from Lautiti.
That was great sliding defence there by Leeds. Even though it was a long pass out to Gardner, they moved with him.
Long, back the other way. Eastman again. Eastman has got Flannery with him. Flannery will get home for St Helens.
No doubt about this one.
Chris Flannery with the try for St Helens. A variety of roles this year, and all done with consistency by Chris Flannery. He was man of the match in the 26-18 home win against Leeds in Super League at Nosey Road in March, and he's just come up with a telling contribution here.
This is the charge down. Well, if you raise your arms, you're going to run the risk. And Bailey certainly did that. If it ricochets off the arm, they got the extra 6. And this was good work here by Flannery. And so from Eastman. Runs the angle back on the inside. Bailey too slow to respond, filling the gap. Left Senior far too much work to do. Switch. Back on the inside. Bailey was trotting, should have filled in. You can't allow the big fella like Flannery to go through. And it's too late. Game's on.
Great try from Chris Flannery. 10 times he played for Queensland, never for the Kangaroos though. Chris Flannery and Kyle Eastman with the opportunity here to level matters for St Helens. He's missed it. It's 12-10 to the Rhinos.
Well, that really could prove costly after Flannery has put the 4 points on the board. Mick Potter will not be too happy. McLennan, they're looking to get away. He feels it was not a difficult conversion. It just shows you the pressure that's still on here.
Indeed, and this wind that has suddenly got up in the last 20 minutes or so, it really is swirling around Headingley. Trying to make an excuse here for young Kyle Eastman, I suppose. Missing that kick. He's got to be in the running. One of a host of candidates, to be fair, for the Young Player of the Year award this year.
We looked at the start of the game. Over the course of the season, Leeds have kicked 80% of their goals. St Helens only 61%. That's a fundamental difference, really, and a massive. You know, Saints are one of the worst at it, and I guess an improvement's got to be made for next season. The years beyond that, it will be improving their goal-kicking success.
Diskin just gets out of the way. Price plays the ball to Roby. He finds Paul Clough. He goes down on the last tackle from Ali Lautiti. Roby fires the pass to Long. Up it goes again.
A bit too far.
Brent Webb underneath it. Tries to go through Gidley. Not an easy task. Matt Gidley. He's one of the 30-somethings who will be at St Helens in 2010. A one-year extension agreed recently for Matt Gidley. Lauatiti now for the Rhinos.
That's much better. A little bit more urgency from the forwards. That's what's needed. There was a purple patch midway through that first half when the forwards took control.
40-20 attempt here by Sinfield.
They've kicked early. It's on the third. Will they get the advantage? No.
Just didn't have the legs. Helens did well. Smith, though, gets to him. Tremendous chase from Lee Smith. Graham, the Gardner, I beg your pardon. Gardner just jinked out of the way of one tackle. Couldn't get away from Lulawai. It's Clough.
He's an important player for St Helens, Paul Clough. He comes off the bench very often. He just gets the hard yards, and he very often provides that quicker play of the ball, which we don't notice because Roby scooted and gone on to make the break. Clough's the one just getting his breath back, having done the hard stuff.
Ball through the legs of Roby. Lost a little bit of momentum there, St Helens. Well, the last tackle here.
There's plenty of time left in the second half, but I'm wondering when Mick Potter will send out the word to Kyle Eastman. Come a little bit closer into the play, into the action. He's got the step and he's got the speed.
It was his kick there. He's following it up, but Webber's gone past him.
Surrender! Stand! One.
Ryan Hall. Maguire Hall again on the run around, straight into the chest of Graham. Offside, St Helens.
Yeah, Leon Price just sneaked away a little bit too early, and joining him was Lee Gilmore. It is so vital when it comes to big games like this. They went early. You can see Gilmore, Price, they paid the price.
So a chance. It was a great deep kick with a little bit of that wind behind it, I think. There's a couple of footballs on the field. The referee wants one cleared off before Maguire can restart, which he does now and finds Diskin. And here is Peacock. Big collision with James Graham.
Lauatiti way out on that left-hand side. Got Senior outside him. Will he do the bash and then offload?
That's a good ball from Burrow to Webb. Here is Senior. Senior hangs on because it's only the second tackle. That's a quick play. The ball. Here's Lauatiti. Out the back door to Ryan Bailey. He is held up by three desperate defenders. Bailey wants to play it, does so to Sinfield, who finds Burrow, who jinks back that way. Lauatiti again. Oh, basketball style to Webb, but Graham read the script. Burrow, Sinfield, Maguire loses it. Helens has it for St Helens.
Maguire should be furious. He had the opportunity. Where are you, boys? And again, the support play has been lacking in this Rhinos outfit. So many opportunities.
What a moment for Ian Kirk, just on the field for the Leeds Rhinos. 3 months out of the game. Ian Kirk back from a leg fracture in the defeat against the Catalan Dragons in Perpignan in June. He's missed 10. What a game to come back into.
You've got to applaud that defence, though, haven't you? You know, there was about 3 try-scoring opportunities there. The desperation shown by St Helens.
Here we go again. Leon Price. Little half break from him. But he manages to get the ball away just the same. That's the last tackle. What a break from Price.
Super balance there by the standoff.
Here's Sean Long, and that is knocked forward by Eastman, but Leeds offside.
Oh, that's a big call there, isn't it, by Phil Bentham? Either way, they were sneaking up on that right-hand side. But for the first time in this game, Leon Price injects himself. Asks the questions of the defence and got the answer. A clean break.
Here's James Graham from 10 metres out. Halted by Kirk's tackle. Jones Buchanan and Sinfield. Roby. Here's Long. Long to Eastman. Eastman darts through and loses the ball.
I'm not so sure he loses it. It's been given that he has, but I think Kyle Eastman knows deep down that there might have been a hand in here, and there was deliberate there, as far as I'm concerned, by Lauatiti.
Yeah.
And the youngster came back with a smile on his face because he knows that he's been given a very poor call here. That should have been a penalty, 2-on-1. Bailey was down low. And from decisions like that, the game could be won or lost.
It's a really surprising action from Ali Lauatiti. Kyle Eastman coming at you at full speed. You're not sure that Bailey's going to come on the inside and tackle him, and you attempt to pull the ball out of his arms so close to your try line. He got away with it, but...
Here's Peacock. St Helens were on him in a flash then when Peacock received the ball. The crowd in the south stand appealing for a penalty that never came. Here is Sinfield. He's dumped to the ground by Eastman. Lauatiti again. Gets the ball away to Senior. Oh, and Ryan Hall does brilliantly well to hang on to that. Steps out of one challenge. Still going. Here's a pass to Maguire. To Lee Smith off his feet. Lee Smith with pace. Gets the ball away to Donald. Long sitting down and affects the tackle.
And again, where was support there?
Well, Long sat down, got him on the floor, and then stood up and dropped on him, and the referee has deemed that as interference.
Just had a brainstorm.
What a great effort, though. In an armchair, and the next thing he gets the man down.
Gives away the penalty, though, Eddie.
Yes, he does.
It wasn't a rocking chair. Well, it might be. It might be a rocking rollicking from Mick Potter, their coach.
Here's Kirk for the Rhinos. Big opportunity for them here. Burrow finds Peacock, taking on Graham.
Move! Jones! Waits! Go!
10 metres away, Leeds. In possession with Maguire. And Senior. Gidley's done a great job on him so far. That should be a penalty.
It should have been. He went back for the second, don't he?
Lauatiti. Still Lauatiti. They keep him out.
Move!
Foregone. Burrow at dummy half. Back it comes to Maguire. Maguire goes inside, Roby goes inside. Chris Flannery, but can't get past the last line of defence. Last one here.
Dink it into the in goal. Dink it into the in goal. Oh, Bailey's got on his own. That is not the right
He's got it
touch.
down.
Oh, has he got it down?
I think he's got it down. No, he hasn't got it down. Steve-O, what did you say?
He has and he hasn't.
It was his head, I think, on the floor, the ball in the air.
Back up, Jeremy.
Oh, there's the ball, you're right. Well, you shouldn't bleach your hair.
Okay, Tony.
Love the chance.
Once again, great goal line defence. They have got just about the best goal line defence in the business. You know, Leeds are pretty good in that area too. They stopped them up the other end. Fantastic defence. That needs rewarding as well.
Indeed, Huddersfield boast the best defence in Super League. Leeds and St Helens are next best in the competition this year. Down to Bill.
Relief for Saints supporters. There was a suspicion that John Wilkie might not reappear. He came off just after about half an hour of the game. He's been sitting on the sidelines without any sign of him coming back, but he is back out there. Of course, he's carrying this knee condition, which meant that he was thought to be missing tonight's game. He is back out there for Saints, and they'll be hoping he can start pulling the strings for them.
Long's kick is out on the full.
Not what the doctor ordered when your side is looking a little bit ill. He looks a little bit worried, does Mick Potter. I think he's just getting the feeling that perhaps this wonderful Saints defence may be tiring. As Tony Smith has mentioned, it has been heroic at times.
This is Brent Webb. The Saints are called upon to defend their line again. Burrow picks it up and gives it to Maguire. He finds Senior. Gidley and co over on that far side have so far done a great job on Senior. Here's Lauatiti. The ball.
Play on.
Play on, maybe.
Play on.
Yes, it might be. Burrow.
That's great refereeing there by Bentham.
Here goes Senior. Now it's Ryan Hall who shoots his way over. Second try for Ryan Hall. Had a little word with Wilkin. Try is given by Phil Bentham. Cannot go back to see what that schmozzle was in the previous play the ball. He waved play on and he ruled it himself. And he cannot go back to that because it was in the previous play the ball. try. Super League's top try scorer now makes it 28 for the campaign. And more importantly, presses Leeds ahead by 6 points with a kick to come.
When it comes to pressure games and so much on the result of the match, you've got to have the top officials out there. And on this occasion, it certainly came from Phil Bentham. All came about by the bad kick by Sean Long. Look at this. Ball just comes back on the inside. This is where Hall scores a try, but the build-up to it. There you see, Gidley pulls him back. It's a right schmozzle. Cena gets the ball through. This is Hall again. But I have to give praise to Phil Bentham. Here it is. This is knocked on there, knocked back by Wilkin. Then it's Lautici, then goes back. Oh, great stuff.
Ryan Hall in an absolutely rich vein of form. It's 9 tries in his last 4 matches now. Let's all sing Rule Britannia, because for an English point of view, with what's to come in the autumn with the 4 nations, fantastic news. Sinfield has missed with the kick. 16-10 though.
It's Leeds.
Not much between the two sides all night. Only 6 points either way.
It's just the speed of the play the ball. Every now and then, one team gets a quick play the ball, and away they go. They're both so good at exploiting the quick play the ball. They're just so dangerous, both teams.
They are indeed. And we have less than 20 minutes to go. And Sean Long is leaving the scene, and Kieran Cunningham returns. Is Long leaving the scene? No, Long is still out there.
Eastman's
gone off. There's obviously a tactical switch there by Mick Potter, because Long moved immediately. Looked as though he was on his way off to the sideline, didn't it? But it's Kyle Eastman who's gone off.
He swapped sides defensively now, Sean Long. He's gone over to the right side now.
But he's got a heck of a job on his hands, because they've kept Senior pretty quiet. But Mr. St. Helens, I suppose, Kieran Cunningham is out there. Here is Lautici.
Oh, swinging arm from Cunningham. There wasn't a mister there.
And Lautici looks at him and says, good job, I ducked. Sinfield slides the kick through.
Great
and
kick
it
as well.
Is a great kick. He's going to ask Francis Met. Look at that, he's even had to go the other side of the post to pick this up, asking Melly to run it back. Well, he does gamely for 12 metres.
Well, the radar was missing in the first half from the skipper, Kevin Sinfield, but boy, he's got it back in this second. Okay, he's got that wind advantage. But the kicking game has been superb. He's pegging St. Helens back time and time again.
Here goes Wellens. Kirk is there, Peacock is there, Sinfield is there. Cunningham, Graham, Roby. Down he goes, Roby, on tackle number 4. Cunningham, Long. Gets the ball away, Flannery. Last one.
Maybe a chip over the top, something a little bit different.
He's clear.
Well, it's a long one.
Good kick too from Long, to be fair, but Donald and Webb had positioned themselves perfectly for it.
First. Move.
16-10, that missed kick from Sinfield. Critical. St. Helens missed one, of course, from Eastman. Could be equally so. Here goes Ryan Hall on a hat-trick. 3 tackles gone, Leeds are over halfway. Burrow. Peacock. 22-12 at the DW Stadium. Wigan against Hull. Kirk on the charge. Good defence from Wilkin. Not bad if he is playing on one leg, is he? Burrow to Maguire. Angled kick. Webb is after this. Horrible bounce again. Well claimed by Gidley. Brilliant pass to Wellens. Wellens will begin the counter. Wellens will begin the counter.
Super play combination. The centre Gidley realised that Wellens was positioned in a superb area. They're not done yet, the Saints. But
all
can
the
they
big
get
guns are out there, aren't they?
But can they get field position? That's been their problem so far in the second half.
Cunningham gets the short ball away to Gidley. Dealt with that threat by Burrow. Don't know whether he's missed a tackle yet, Rob Burrow, but it's been very good. That was a great ball from Long.
Well spotted though, wasn't it?
Leeds read the script. Here's Long again. Up goes the kick. That's swirling around, but it's high and where Ryan Hall it is. Just look at this quality pass.
Yeah, back on the inside, but it was well spotted by the defence. But it's going to take something like that, of the quality of the inside pass from the likes of Sean Long, to break through this Rhinos defence. It's been pretty solid on both sides. They've worked the socks off, both of them.
On the mark, Bretton, come on.
Peacock up the middle again. He's done that all night, hasn't he?
Well, that's all you need from a man of his stature. He knows when to settle things down.
Diskin with a run. Cut down by Graham.
There's no panic running through the veins of this fella.
Sinfield. Drop goal attempt this. Drop goal attempt from Sinfield, just wide. Must be a strong wind.
Certainly is, but
Hold it, Kieran.
it brought a smile on my face, and plenty thousand of Rhinos fans here as well. This drifted away to the left-hand side, and that shows you the confidence when they realise that their defence is solid, even though you're giving the ball back to... oh, that's a great break.
Was by Melly. Sinfield was just looking for the little extra cushion of the 7-point advantage.
Hold. Go.
Pulatua. Straight at Maguire.
Well, that just shows the respect that the Leeds have for this St. Helens outfit. They know that they're capable of getting that converted try.
Mari Fasavalu is on, and Jamie Peacock is caught offside.
Well, I don't know why they stopped the quick tap penalty. The referee again stopped it to blow his whistle. Just allowed 5 seconds there for Leeds to get back onside. When it is possible to encourage the quick tap restart, it's still part of rugby league.
It is, but there's got to be control. Sometimes the referees have got to be in control too. Otherwise, they take it behind, put referees' backs. And
well, that came off a Leeds player, but I think it played the man rather than the ball playing the man.
Yeah, I think he's spot on it. Flips it away. There's no way that Maguire played for that. Came off the knee. He wasn't aware of it, so this will be head and feed to the home side, as you have just witnessed by the referee Phil Bentham, who I must say has handled this game superbly.
Only Salford and Harlequins have won here in Super League. They've won the last 6 at Headingley, and that's the best home sequence in the Engage Super League. Lee Smith. It's been Fortress Headingley this year, and this is their last game in the weekly rounds. They will be back, of course, for a playoff match at least one.
Move. Go.
Peacock. Diskin finds Sinfield, who goes for a 40-20. Not quite got the angle, but the chase is on with Donald. It just skips dead. Helens was policing it all the way, mind you.
Tremendous tactics yet again. There's a wonderful brain, hasn't he? Kevin Sinfield, thinking all the time.
Oh, Long's gone for a kick to the sideline, and he's found it.
Touche. He's just come up with a great tactical play back at him. You know, the two very, very good tactical-minded players there that have just gone one way and one the other way.
It's an optional restart on the 20. When the ball runs dead, you can kick long like that, or you can take it with a quick tap.
Do you remember he tried it in a grand final? Yes. Was it 2 years ago before the rule had been introduced?
And that's when they altered the rules. Well, he's got his reward here. Just interesting to see that Kevin Sinfield kick downfield, though. If we get our way, Phil, that ball will be brought back to where Sinfield kicks the ball. But that was a tactical kick by Kevin Sinfield. It wasn't just a oof and hope, was it? And that's probably why they leave it as it is.
That's a test here now, because rarely have St. Helens been in this sort of field position in the second half. Some vigorous defence from the Leeds team, but they'll be tested here now in the last 10 minutes.
And Cunningham will test them, so will Graham. Eastman's back out there. Just on the field, as you see, for Flannery. It's Fasavalu. Barnstorming run from the big fella. Last one for St. Helens. A metre short. Cunningham, long, dabbed over the top, and flicked dead by Scott Donald.
They'll get possession back, and that's quick thinking by Sean Long yet again. That's what they needed. Good play, though, by Donald. Read it exceptionally well. He realised that Francis Melly was out and behind him. Safety first from the experienced Australian. It had to be as well, but boy, 2 kicks. One from the 20, on the possession, and then apply the pressure yet again. Nervous times for Leeds.
10 minutes to go. Loves it, Brian McLennan, doesn't he? Absolutely loves it.
It's been a cracking game.
It has. Wellens to Fasavalu. Cunningham is scheming at dummy half. Gives it to Wilkie.
Second.
Tackled by Lauatiti and Senior. 28-12 at Wigan. Here is Long again. Now it's Price.
Third. Move. Yeah, back up, Brent.
Wellens
Go.
waits.
Third.
Gives it to Long, who's getting more and more involved. Good ball to Pulatua. Gets away from Lauatiti. Almost there. Cunningham again.
Go.
Waiting at dummy half. Back it comes to Long. Oh! Just lost it momentarily.
Mick Potter knows that could be the ball game. Still plenty of time to go, of course, but I don't know whether he was attempting to go for the kick.
You know, you wonder whether he's effective with vision with his left eye. I've read reports that Sean Long still doesn't have clear eyesight on the left-hand side of his face since the surgery to repair the fractured jaw, you know, and
I noticed that in the interview we had before the match, actually. I quite honestly, I didn't realise that. I thought that he seems to be blinking a bit, doesn't he?
well, he said he couldn't play if it's actually daylight. It's only the fact that this match is played at night and the remaining ones this season will be. He's still really struggling with that, the nerve damage from the surgery.
Tough game, isn't it? It's a heck of a game. I mean, the sport in general, not just this one. 20 to Leeds.
Oh, that is a real relieving pressure with the error there. I'm not so sure that Wilkin went far too high. Big decision by the official.
Okay, Paul.
Not surprisingly, Leeds are not rushing.
Yeah, you can see that there is a problem, isn't there, with Sean's eye? There's no question of that. Can you imagine any other sportsman in any other sport taking the field with a problem like that? Not standing square here.
2 points on offer, they'll take them.
There's McGrath, they're shouting 2.
Brian McLennan is an experienced coach, don't worry about that. And the kicking tee has been rushed out.
I don't think there's any doubt the skipper, Kevin Sinfield, made the decision for everybody. Just walked up to Phil Bentham and said, we'll have the 2.
You're the man square, you're right at the side of him.
Tony Pulatua, I think, does not agree with Phil Bentham's reading of that situation.
A little bit of a natter there from Kieran Cunningham.
Well, he's spot on. He turned his back and he moved away, and credit Diskin, actually. I think he realised that and he went for the penalty that was forthcoming.
Very smart thinking, you're right, Eddie. And this is an important kick. Rolled off the tee with the wind behind it, but I must say, this could be the kick that gives the Rhinos the top position in Super League. We know we've got next week, of course, but you'd have to think that Rhinos would be solid.
Sinfield doesn't make a mistake from that range, bang in front. They have only finished top once before in 13 previous Super League seasons, under Tony Smith, by the way, and the smart money now will be on Leeds if they hang on to this victory to finish top in 2009.
Well, this is a short kick off the left-hand side. They put it up, it's cleared the 10 metres. Can the Saints players get to it? I don't think they'll get possession from the scrum anyway.
They will. It was knocked forward. And out of the field of play by Lee Smith.
Well, they certainly believe that 2 tries are possible in the last 5 minutes.
Well, this is St Helens field.
No, I know. Even they probably even consider 3 a possibility too with this amount of time.
I think they'd settle for 2.
They've got to change something, though. They've got to make sure that, you know, the tip over the top or the little grubber through. Great stuff. Wonderful stuff.
They're offside of the scrum. I think they broke from the scrum too quickly, Leeds. Yes, that's the signal from the referee. What a tackle from Burrow that gets no reward. So, what an opportunity for St Helens with Graham and Gilmore. Now it's a test of the Leeds goal line defence. 28-16 at Wigan. Cunningham, long. Eastman. Eastman still.
Boy, you'd have expected Eastman just to step round Keithsini, but it didn't. Went very low.
Here is Farsavalou, and that's tremendous Leeds defence. Cunningham, out it comes to Gilmore. Lee Smith. Was he offside or was it too high?
Oh, he's getting a bit excited.
Well, at the start of the season, we talked about the ill feeling between these two clubs following the World Cup campaign, and people said we were talking nonsense.
And I still think you do.
If you would know.
If you recall, last game these two teams played, Lee Smith and Lee Gilmore had a going to there. They've just had another, they've carried it on. These two have had a little bit in their memory bank, I'd say.
Well, I reckon that Lee Smith, for the first one, should get a sin bin, and then going in for the second, certainly cements the decision by the official. What will he do, though? It deserves a sin bin.
Leave us for a second. Walk away.
Gilmore and Burgess have thrown punches.
Gilmore and Burgess thrown punches. Okay.
I've got a separate thing. It's not major. Jones, Buchanan, Graham and Farsavalou.
Well, let's just get down to Bill on the side.
Okay.
Eddie, I think that might have its roots in an incident between Lee Smith and Lee Gilmore very early in the game when Saints were on the break, and Smith and Gilmore clashed off the ball right in front, in fact, of the Saints dugout, and they squared up to each other, and I think it might have been simmering since then.
Okay. Wait! I'll deal with it.
Well, Tony will disagree, but I think that's been simmering since last year.
Well, you're an aggressor, going in with a high tackle.
They're great competitors, these two clubs. They've been competing in the last 2 grand finals. Of course there's feeling, but when they get together, they're teammates, you know, that's what they do. That's what rugby league players do. You take any one of these players and put him in the other team for next year, and they'll be best buddies. That's how rugby league players, that's how they work together.
St Helens get the penalty for the high tackle.
Say what you like, it's still boiling. There's a lot of aggression out there.
The Leeds line charges forward. Here's Pulatua. Diskin and Peacock bring him down.
And on this occasion, it's the Leeds defence you have to admire.
So far, Eastman. Wilkin. Minute to go at the DW, 34-16. Wigan have won that. Who's won this? Leeds in the box seat at the moment, but Saints pressing. Long is tackled by Sinfield. Long is harassed to the ground. Wants to get going. Diskin was lucky to get away with that. Here is Farsavalou.
Looked like Diskin to me should have been penalised for it. Boy, they're scrambling yet again of the Rhinos.
Last tackle. Cunningham. Graham. Pulatua.
Couldn't reach it.
That's the last on the power play. Pulatua.
Maguire's tackle was superb. Frustration for the Saints fans.
4 years in a row they finished top of the tree after the weekly rounds. Are Leeds going to deny them 5 in a row? 3.5 minutes remaining. It's St Helens' turn now to pile in. No, they're praying. The St Helens crowd are praying. Penalty to Leeds. A relieving penalty for holding down and play the ball by the skipper.
Smart play, though. They got on with the game very, very quickly. They could see that Kieran Cunningham was off balance, wasn't stud square. And there'll be no rush about this at all.
This is coming to us. Even the England coach ducked. It's with Diskin and Luluai. Listen to the South Stand. A massive psychological boost to go into the playoffs as top dogs. But it didn't matter the last 2 years. Leeds came up and took the grand final from second. Any one of the 8 this year is capable.
Oh, there's an incident. Now the touch judge is on. Someone got clattered.
Well, I think Bill's the closest. Let's see, Bill, what did you
I
see?
had a box seat on that one, Eddie. Keith Senior and John Wilkin going at it hammer and tongs. The tackle, I think, by Wilkin on Senior, and no respecter of reputations, John Wilkin, and the two of them are still going at it.
Now, was it a punch or did he just push?
Oh, there was a punch.
We'll soon find out. Yep. Missed the first time and then got in number 2, which connected.
Senior's trying a single punch to the head, deliberate, major contact.
Okay, major contact, proper punch.
Yes.
As Tony Smith says, the adrenaline sometimes runs through their veins,
Okay.
irrespective of which club they play for.
Okay. By Senior. Serious.
That's why we call it the greatest game on earth. And these two wonderful sides have shown skill, fire, venom. It's been fantastic. Senior still complaining, arguing. Meet you outside after the game. Yeah, have a beer, me and you, anytime. Name the place. It's all good stuff.
If you were a Hollywood scriptwriter, you couldn't set a better scenario here for the rematch. I hope that at some point in the next 6 weeks there will be a rematch, because you won't. I tell you what, you need to buy a ticket for it pretty soon. This is just perfect.
Well, I'm saying nothing.
I don't condone the illegal play here, but I tell you what, I enjoy being so close to the aggression here and enjoying that rugby league played at the cutting edge.
And this is where self-control comes into our game. You know, it is a violent sport, yeah, it's an aggressive sport, but you also need control at the right time. And that's the beauty of it. And if you don't, you lose out and you lose players.
There's a card on the way here. It's yellow. Keith Senior leaves the scene.
And he deserves it, be it retaliator or not. So the plot thickens, the seconds tick away.
And St Helens now have a one-man advantage with less than 2 minutes to go. Gidley dumps the ball into touch. I don't think there's long enough for St Helens to win the match, but there's certainly enough time for them to score the try. Graham is tackled by Jones Buchanan, and he gets up and he looks at the referee with arms akimbo. Here is Eastman wide to Wellens. There the volley has dropped it, and with it St Helens have dropped the league leaders' shield.
That opportunity has been so good throughout this game. He's worked his socks off as Francis Melly throughout. And the error at a vital moment, crucial. Pressure. He's not happy.
That was a second or two ago when he was sent to the sin bin. Not when Francis Melly dropped the ball. He might have a smile on his face now because he knows Leeds are going to win the match. Well, listen, these two sides we have heard from the England coach are the best of pals.
The fiercest of rivals, Eddie, though, here now, when all of a year's work, blood, sweat and tears, is coming to the line here now. No, it's not. It's starting to build to that now, isn't it?
Well, if this mob are mates, I wouldn't like to cross any of them.
Well, the competitive juices start to fly when you're out there on the field.
I know how long is left. There's plenty of time for something else to go off. Right, from now on. That's it.
What did he say? There's plenty of time for something else to go off?
To be sent off, probably.
Hold him down.
Well, I tell you what, who's going to be brave to take the first drive in after this
Peacock's
penalty.
got his hand up here for it. Him and Luluai.
Well, Luluai was in the Samoan camp in Australia. Here, no, he isn't. Oh, it's a chip over looking for Jones Buchanan. Horrible bounce. He's got, oh, I was going to say he's got it, he hasn't. That's going to be the lot. A knock-on against Jamie Jones Buchanan. It's time up. Listen to the crowd counting down. League leader's shield is Leeds Rhinos, I think, providing it all goes according to plan next weekend. But their points difference is such that St Helens, and St Helens could win by 60 or 70 points next week, I suppose. James Graham has marched away from everything. I haven't seen him shake a hand yet. And he's wandering off to his own supporters up the other end.
Well, they had the fiercest of arguments with Paul Wellens, who's running up behind him here now to try and speak with him again. They really did have a major disagreement at the end of the match.
Well, it had everything. It had some fantastic action. It had some tremendous tries. It had some great skill, but it had a little bit of an edge.
Don't you like your meals with a little bit of spice, Eddie?
I'm glad, Phil, we're up here and not out there, I must say. Well, it's all smiles now, because Leeds Rhinos know just how important, in terms of the league supremacy going into the playoffs, he knows how important it is, and James Graham goes off and chunners in the ear of Brian McLennan. Kieran Cunningham's with Bill.
Kieran, it didn't disappoint from a neutral point of view. It did from a Saints point of view, but you gave it every best shot.
Yeah, Leeds are a great side, you know, and we're a good side. We've hit a bit of a sticky patch in the last few weeks, and this is our chance to start building for the playoffs. And it was a cracking game. You know, it didn't deserve a loser, but that's the way it goes.
Well, I mean, it's still not beyond the realms of possibility you can get that top spot, but it's a psychological blow, perhaps.
I wouldn't say so. If anything, it's picked us up. You know, we've been poor the last few weeks, very poor. Today was the first time that we've had a full squad out for a good few months. So, you know, we went okay. Defensively, I thought we were pretty good, and you know, we just got beat by a better side on the night, and hopefully we'll bounce back from that.
Thanks, Kieran. Thanks for talking. Let's bring the man of the match in, Ryan Hall. It was all calm where you were on your side of the pitch, wasn't it? I mean, tonight Leeds have been scoring tries for fun, yourself included, but defence was just important tonight.
Yeah, and a game like that, the best defensive side always wins. Yeah, like you say, it did kick off in the last 10 minutes. But apart from Keith standing near me, it was quite calm. But yeah, we're over at Moon here, Canadian fans here, over at Moon to win it. Well, not to win it, but put a good foot in the door for this title.
We saw both sides of Keith Senior. I mean, he lays a lot on the plate for you, doesn't he, as well? But he's still very committed.
Yeah. Whatever it is he is, he's an outstanding human being for what he can do. It's brilliant playing outside, and like I say, I've said a million times, like he's put it on the platter for me. I had to do some finishing today, but yeah, I'm very grateful for Keith.
With the playoffs to come, obviously, how significant do you think that result is?
It's a massive confidence boost, and it's a bit of a mental factor as well. Like, they're going to have that in their mind. They didn't play badly, and it won't a walkover by any means, but it was a great mental advantage to take into playoffs.
Well done tonight. Man of the match, champagne, £100 for a charity of your choice as well. Where's that going to go, right?
That'll be going to the Candlelighters at St James's.
Well done.
Thanks.